What is happening, YouTube? I am driving on over to the YMCA to get this leg day started. I've had a pretty good day so far. Had to make a Costco stop with my grandparents. They got all their groceries and stopped at Publix on the way back and got their gas, and so they're all taken care of. And now I'm heading on over to hit this leg day, but it is leg press day. And I will be upping the weight, as last week I upped the weight and I got it for 8 reps, which is the highest I want to hit for my top set at least. So I'm going to be upping the weight to 440 pounds, I believe, is what the new prescribed weight is. And then I will be doing my back down sets probably with 405 again, as last week. That felt like a good weight for my back downs to keep the weight moving still. So that's the agenda there. And I've been thinking a little bit about recovery, as my workouts have been pretty good lately. And I don't know, I think recovery has a lot to do with that. There's a lot of things that can go into it, from like your nutrition, your sleep. There's so many different things that can go into it, whether or not you're actually, maxing out in terms of like your current potential for exercise. Like, some people are just not conditioned. Like, for example, if you have someone who hasn't worked out in their entire life, obviously that's they could be still physically fit, or just from playing sports or whatnot. But in terms of lifting weights, if you have them go in and do like 5 sets on every single exercise, they're not gonna have as much work capacity as someone who's done this their entire life. So that can have an effect on someone's recovery as well, like how progressed in the lifting phase that you're in. You could be in like a volume accrual phase, so where you're doing a ton of volume, and or you could be in an intensity phase where you're doing heavy sets. So close to failure. But anyhow, that's kind of what I've been evaluating, because I know everybody's at a different set point, and it matters a lot based on like how well you're sleeping and how well you're hydrated. Hydration has a lot to do with it as well. If you're getting like consistent hydration throughout the entire workout, it can give you that motivation to keep pushing through, because your body, even if you have the most mental toughness in the world, your body's sending you all these signals to tell you to, like, I don't know, drink water when you're sweating a ton, or get electrolytes in if you're sweating a lot. So there's lots of different things that can add up to it, and I think it all contributes to your overall recoveredness for a workout. And sleep has a lot to do with it as well. Not just the amount of sleep, but the quality of sleep, because if you're not resting and actually getting restful sleep during that sleep, it doesn't matter if you get 12 hours of sleep, because it's not restful sleep. Your body's not recovering as a result of it. And it can be affected by like how you're sleeping, how you're laying. So there's a lot of things that go into it, but really recovery is basically just how well you've set yourself up for the next workout. Your workouts can like almost bleed into each other a little bit if you work out at like different times every day. Like back when I was in school, sometimes I would have morning classes, and then I would have an evening class on the next day, or I would have vice versa, and it would kind of I would have to work out earlier one day and later the other day, and it wouldn't give me sufficient rest time in between my workouts, where like maybe I was training back one day and I had a bunch of axial loaded movements like barbell rows or something, and that didn't give me enough rest period in between my leg day. So when I went in to go back squat, I wasn't recovered enough. So things like that can make you really have to take your recovery into closer respect. And that was certainly true at that period of my life. I had to make sure that I was getting a good night's rest in between, and that was really, that was the main thing You kind of have to make provisions for the situations in your life that force you to make certain actions. So like if you can't get a good night's sleep, make sure you get good food in, the right types of food. And if you can't get good food, it's like make sure you're hydrated at least for the workout. So there's always little adjustments that you can make to make the workout better in respect of moving more weight, which is always what you want to try to do. Lift your heaviest weight with the best form and have a good attitude while you're doing it, you know? So, but I'm gonna hop in the gym here and hop on that leg press. So I'll see you guys here in just a minute and we'll see what happens. right, well, that is the leg day completed. I'm feeling kind of melancholy about the whole thing because my first top set, as you guys saw, I only got 5 reps for 440 pounds. So not thrilled about that. I mean, I don't know what it was. Some days I'm like fired up and like ready. I'm like able to lock in. I've got that like killer mindset on the number and the weight and the reps. Some days it's like, oh shoot, it's not there. And today was one of those days. I don't know. Like I said, I went to Costco this morning and I was just kind of active all about and a little bit else on my mind. But I don't know. It's just no excuses. Just wasn't able to hit any higher than 5 reps today. I went for that 6, but I just didn't get it. Yeah, I don't know quite what it was. Maybe I was under recovered, like I was talking about beforehand. I definitely was thirsty throughout the workout. I kept running back to the water fountain, but I think it was just hot today. It's been it's been hot outside, but normally the AC's been working fine in the YMCA. It's just a matter of how many people are in there and whatnot. But yeah, it's been raining just about every evening, which kind of cools things down and lets the AC work back up to it. But anyhow, I'm not going to make any more excuses. The euphoric sweat is definitely a good feeling once you've got your top set locked in, and then you're sweating a little bit for your back down sets. That's okay with me, but I wasn't able to get too much more than that. I did match all my rep PRs, which was also an interesting thing. You know, it's like you fail your top set, or well, you don't fail it, but like you don't hit what you're expecting. I was hoping for at least 6 to 8 reps. But anyhow, I got 10 for my back down set, and then I did 3 sets of 8 after that. So kind of strange, but I don't know. Those are the days that count, you know, stacking the days that are hard, because I guarantee they make a difference for sure. I did up the weight on Smith machine Bulgarian split squats, and I got those for sets of 12. So happy about that as well. I was able to lock in on those sets though. I normally kind of grind through those and take like 5-6 minutes in between sets, but no, I blew those sets out of the water, got them done fast. Romanian deadlifts, I kept it at 280 pounds, and got those for sets of 13 as well. So I don't know, the weight moved all right except for that top set. I guess I just was not mentally prepared for it. Very unusual. But anyhow, I I'm gonna get on back to the house and recover now, as I spoke about beforehand. Get some water, get some food, and just rest a little bit here for tomorrow. So I appreciate y'all for watching this video. I hope you all had a great workout today, or if it was a rest day, I hope you took advantage of that and are recovered for your next lift. But until next time, later.